Urban Meyer on Monday was running through the list of things that he's concerned with about this Ohio State football team, and I thought the thing that he was most emphatic about was special teams. And maybe that's because that's the thing he's closest to, because that's kind of his baby. But he said our punt coverage is non-existent, I think, or punt return is non-existent, and they don't have anyone who can kick the ball off on kick coverage. Seems like a problem to me, Doug. How big of an issue is this for Ohio State that their special teams, in addition to everything else, are struggling at the moment?
Yeah, punt coverage he liked because Drew Crispin's been doing a really good job. Kick coverage is driving him crazy, and we knew that in the moment. We said there were a couple of things. They kicked the ball in the seats. They had a kickoff that they let spring. They had a good kick, and they popped it for like 40 yards. We knew that would drive him nuts. This is on them, man. So he said they might try Sean Nurnberger, the senior scholarship kicker, on kickoffs. But for as much as they emphasize special teams, it just boggles my mind, and it seems to happen in a lot of great programs. Sometimes they can't find a kicker. And I would think you should be able to find a kicker. So that is a huge deal. They want their punters and kickers to be weapons. That teams, when they catch those balls, they want you to be nervous that you think you're going to get pinned back. So it's driving him nuts, and it is a real issue.
Drew Crispin's been great, and I apologize to Drew Crispin for saying that the punt coverage has not been good, because it has been good. They've cycled through field goal kicker Sean Nurnberger. I think has been pretty good so far. I don't think he's been very tested. If you don't think this is a big deal, go back and look at the field position stats from 2014 when Ohio State won the national championship and see where Ohio State ranked in terms of opponents' average starting field position. It was like Urban Meyer's favorite stat that year. This stuff matters. Tim, do you think people are not maybe taking this seriously enough? When you take all the things in consideration that Ohio State's struggling with right now, should people be caring about special teams more than they are?
I think so. And I mean, when you remember when Urban Meyer first got here, they always called the kickoff coverage unit the Piranhas because of how fast they would get down there, how fast they would swarm. And the one kickoff you mentioned, Doug, was a great kick, but the returner outran the coverage because they didn't seal off that edge. He got around that edge for about 40 yards. I'm sure that kept Urban Meyer up at night a little bit thinking about that. Kickoff coverage is something that shouldn't have to be a concern in Ohio State when you consider the athletes that they can put out there. I mean, granted, Amir Reep did have a really nice kickoff coverage to pin him inside the 20 earlier in the game, but those have kind of been few and far between early in the season. Whereas earlier in Urban Meyer's tenure, that was a regular thing. Time and time again, they were putting teams back behind the 20. And when you do that, especially when you're a team that struggles to defend the pass, as Ohio State has the first 3 weeks, that extra little bit of field position helps your defense if the opponent's backed up a little bit more.
Yeah, the Piranhas are not swarming at the moment, or whatever Piranhas do. They're not. So you should be paying attention to it. It's a big deal. For Doug, who's trying to bite me, and Tim, I'm Bill. Thanks for watching on cleveland.com.